Speak up.
Well, no, it's a mic. It's supposed to pick up my voice. It doesn't need to, I don't need to deep
I
throat
just want to
it.
wish you a happy Day of the Dead. I hope all the dead people in your life are doing really, really fine. How many live people do we have playing today? Excuse me. Good going. Player one, now give us your name. Oakley Dokley then.
45 seconds.
Yeah, one more thing. You looking for a 21-question game or more like a 7-question tournament game? Got you covered.
30
no
seconds.
problem. Player one, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in the chess term QKT, Queen's Knight. Take that, Deep Blue. Player two, your buzzer is the letter P, as in pumice.
We're getting a little distortion
I'm
here.
sorry.
20
That's
seconds.
not my
All
job.
right, we're on in 20.
Yeah.
Yikes, we're at 20 already. All right, you're going to get a bunch of questions. First person to hit their buzzer gets first crack at the cash. Pick the answer you think is right and hit the number on the keyboard. Got it? Good.
10 seconds. 9.
Okay, and get rid of the desktop.
6.
Let's go to black.
5.
Okay,
4,
we're rolling.
3.
It's big, it's hot, why doesn't it kill us all? Learn about the sun tonight. It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hello, hello. That's one hello for each of you, which is probably one more than you deserve. Got a problem with that? Write your senator. Okay, well then, here we are. All right, first order of business, screws. And here's the deal with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make him answer it anyway, buzz in and hit the S key to screw him. Okay, we're out of here. Player one, hit me with the category. Say hello to the original Pet Detective. How does $2,000 sound? Hey, it's time to go dumpster diving. I'll describe the stuff we find, and you buzz in and start typing when you can tell me whose dumpster we're rooting through, okay? Now let's see. Wow. Whoa, player one, if you can buzz in that quickly, I guess you don't need the question. I got a show to... Oh, come on! You got that right! Do you know somebody who works at Jellyvision? Heads are gonna roll for this. Nobody makes me look stupid. Player one, it's up to you. What's next? Open wide and get ready for... All this posing is making me tired. $3,000 for this one. Okay, watch out, Virgin Ears. This one's a little saucy. Say Jenny McCarthy's doing another shoot for Playboy and the photographer wants her to spread eagle. Considering the term's origin, how might she feel as she poses? Athletic like the Philadelphia Eagles, cheap like a United States quarter, powerful like a Jeep Eagle, or patriot? Take a shot, player two. The term spread eagle comes from the figure of an eagle with wings and legs spread on the emblem of the Great Seal of the U.S. Ain't that just like America? You try to do something patriotic and someone hides you under the mattress. Category time. Player two, it's your call.
1, 2, praise the Almighty 3.
Now serving, Gopher's got wings on his hat. $2,000 for a correct answer. Tonight, you'll set sail for romance on the Love Boat. However, you get on board the Pacific Princess and notice that Captain Karen was the ferryman who conducted people's souls to the underworld. If he's driving, you're on the Love Boat to Hades. If you want to make it to Fantasy Island, I suggest you lay off the pomegranate seed buffet on the Lido deck. Player one, you're... Well, looks like this category is where we fell in it. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. You know what, that last question got me thinking. So tell me, What the hell is a Lido deck? The deck that's at sea level? The deck with a scrumptious buffet? Player 2, it's yours. A ship with a deck that's at sea level? Maybe I'm missing something. Could you draw me a picture of how that wouldn't sink the boat? The Lido deck is the deck with a well-equipped outdoor swimming pool, usually surrounded by small shops, eateries, and a wet bar. I think it's also the only technical term I ever heard him use on the Love Boat. Player 1.
You don't wanna blow it on number 5.
This one's called When Gomer Comes Marching Home. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Okay, now listen up. Suppose Gomer Pyle comes home from the Marines to visit his cousin Goober in the Andy Griffith spin-off Mayberry RFD. How would Goober explain the RFD and Mayberry RFD to Gomer?
It's on account of rural free delivery. It's that there radio free.
Player 1. Rural free delivery was started in 1896 to provide mail service to small towns and rural areas. It also meant that Gomer and Goober didn't have to drive all the way to the drugstore in Mount Pilot every month to buy Jugs magazine. Player 1. The selection is, well, it's about Kime, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Heads up, here it comes. Say you're going to Scarborough Fair, but instead of bringing Kime would be the liquid contents of digested food from your stomach. My Kime usually shows up on its own after I've downed too many hot dogs and I've gone on one of those rickety Scarborough Fair roller coasters. Let's have a category.
7, lucky, lucky 7.
Let's see what we got going. And on this farm, I had up, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Okay, wake up, because for this question, I need you to listen closely. We're bringing some livestock in here, and you got to listen up to be able to answer the question, all right? Good, let's go. Which of the following would I not be able to make for dinner from the livestock I have here? Hamburger? To make mutton, you'd need a sheep, and I don't recall any in there. Okay, Raul, you can take the animals back to... Oh, no! Oh, man! Oh, God! Oh, bring some newspaper, too, will ya? Player 1. All right, Player 1, are you ready for the challenge? Player 2, spend some quality time with yourself on this one, because Player 1's going to take on a dis or dat. And this dis or dat question's category is... Thunder, thunder, thunder and lightning! Okay, I'm going to read off... Okay, Maestro, if you think you know the rules, I'll go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock. And we're off. Leo, Lion-O, Draco, Virgo, Panthro, Tigra. One more. That's all she wrote. What can I say? 7 out of 7. I got nothing to criticize here. Enjoy your moment. Okay, that's enough. Let's move on. I wonder what Player 2's gonna pick.
Aloha, question number 9.
Here we have, go ahead and have a cow, man. They're sacred. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Okay, you know The Simpsons, right? Well, let's say Mayor Quimby's corrupt asses finally run out of Springfield. Suppose Apu is elected mayor of Springfield in Mayor Quimby's place and institutes the traditional Hindu caste system. Who would be included in the highest caste? Chief Wiggum, Moe, Homer Simpson, or Reverend Lovejoy? Moe the bartender? No, belligerent merchants and farmers are in the third caste. Player 1, what do you say? According to Hindu tradition, priests and clergymen are part of the highest caste. In other words, they don't have to pay for a Slurpee. Player 1, it's up to you. What's next? Oh yeah, baby, it's the moment you've always dreamt of. It's time for a three-way. Oh, okay. I guess I won't waste my valuable time here. Let's move it. This three-way is known as All the Livelong Day, and that means we're going to be joined by morning, noon, and night. Well, good luck, and don't worry, I'll still respect you when this is over.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Okay, we're stripped down to our skivvies. Looks like that's all we got. Let's see how you scored. Player 2, did you fall asleep? Are you into voyeurism? What happened to you out there? Anyway, let's see what this did to your scores. Well, Player 1, it looks like you're still strutting your stuff in the lead there. Nice job. Well, it's time to get back to the game. But, you will call me, right? Okay, either you finished round 1 or you have another round to go. You know, depending on how you look at these things. All right, kids, arm yourselves. 1 screw apiece. That's enough to get you started. Now remember, you've all got screws, so you might as well use them. Just buzz in and hit the S key to force someone to answer the question. When else is screwing gonna be that simple? Player 1. May I introduce a man with cramps? And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. All right, perk up. In the 1994 movie Junior, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays a man who gives birth to a baby. The Greek god Zeus also gave birth to a baby. If Arnold's character in Junior wanted to conceive his child in the same manner as Zeus, Zeus's daughter was born from the side of his head after he ate the Titan Matisse. So Arnold's character would have to swallow his wife, played by Emma Thompson, to try to achieve the same effect. And I'm sure Arnold could do it. His head's big enough. Player 1, hit me with the...
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
This one likes to go by. He has bumpy pretzel skin. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Hey, remember that pretzel guy, Mr. Salty? Well, if Mr. Salty had been renamed Mr. Bassalty, Player 1. Basalt is a very hard type of volcanic rock.
Say, I just love hard pretzels. Ow, my teeth, my teeth.
Player 1, tell me what's happening.
Swing your partner 1 and 3. A do-si-do for the big 13.
For your enjoyment, famous rulers drunk off of their asses. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Put your tray in the upright position, it's time for takeoff. Considering the fact that his or her people were one of the earliest recorded producers of alcohol, which of these scenarios most likely happened? Ivan the Terrible drinking a Black Russian, King Tut is the first underage drinker, Julius Caesar doing a beer bong, or Marie Antoinette whining too much head? Take a shot, Player 2.
Chug, 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 chug.
Man, I love toga parties.
Player 1. Since the Egyptians are one of the earliest recorded producers of alcohol, King Tut is going to get loaded. And who's going to stop him? The last guy who carded him got his brains yanked out through his nose. Let's have a... Well, the good news is you're still alive. Bad news, you just picked an impossible question. And this one is Shakespeare and the Rule of 3. Holy cow, looks like this one's going to be worth 20,000 big ones. I'm going to be real honest with you. You haven't got a chance in hell on this impossible question. And with that, here we go. What is the third? Player 1. Okay, either you played this role or you bothered to pause the game and look it up. Either way, you deserve some cash. Act 3, Scene 3, Word 3 of Richard 3 is Ratcliffe. Now, the next time this comes up, you'll know. Player 1, ante up.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
Pucker up for. I hear they're putting in an escalator. How does $4,000 grab you? Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Which of the following describes in order the musical happenings in the Led Zeppelin song Stairway to Heaven? Starts softly, gets louder, ends softly, starts loudly, gets softer, ends loudly, starts off fast, gets faster, ends suddenly, or starts slowly, gets loud, ends with drum solo. Player 2, grab it. The 7-minute, 55-second song begins with a nice soft guitar, gets louder and more intense throughout, and ends with a nice soft vocal. It starts soft and lasts less than 8 minutes. No wonder I relate to that song so well. Guess what, Player 2? You're the one who's screwed. Player 1, your choice. What are we doing? Uh-oh. Blah, 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 blah.
It's time for a licorice rascal.
Your gibberish category for today is, what's in the package from the crazy guy? The opening value for this gibberish question is $10,000. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is going to disappear, so if you want to win big, you gotta be quick. Okay, listen to this gibberish phrase and tell me what song lyric it rhymes with. Go for it, Player 1. Type. So they took a crazy guy's rant and made it into song lyrics. Like I always say, who needs writers? Player 1, it's up to
Number 17.
the category. Mama said deck you out. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. If the LL and LL Bean stood for the same thing, all yours, Player 1. James Todd Smith is better known as LL Cool J, or ladies love Cool James. You know, I'm glad there was no gunplay in settling that feud thing between LL Bean and J-Live Crew. Player 1, hit me with... Okay, give it up for Up and Adams. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Think fast. Imagine that the Addams family is visited by a cousin, Nick Adams. Given the author of the Nick Adams stories, who most likely joined the show's writing staff? Ernest Hemingway, Jack Kerouac, Ernest Hemingway. You can already see his influence in the Addams Family theme. They're spooky, altogether kooky, they live in a museum, people come to see them. Player 1, gimme category. Step right up for question 19. Coming at you, when governments and lawyers pick on little kids, this one can net you $6,000. Hey, does everybody remember that cute little kid who sang "You Are My Sunshine" in the French's Mustard commercial? Suppose the state whose official song is "You Are My Sunshine" decided to sue the kid in the ad over intellectual property. What would be the name of the court case? Player 1. One of the two official state songs of Louisiana is "You Are My Sunshine." Yeah, the other one is "I passed out nude in a stinking puddle of my own vomit and feces on Bourbon Street." It's a ballad. Let's have it.
Question number 20.
Well, what do we have here? Get to the point. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. Okay, I want you to take a good long look at this picture and try to figure out, what the hell is the intended purpose of this thing? Training thoroughbred horses, spreading the word of God, contraception for Mormons, or holding up truckers' pants? Player 2, it's yours.
Oh, God, baby, I diss you so much.
Player 1, what do you say? All yours, player one. Holding up trucker's pants? No, but if it had the words Jack Daniels printed on it, you'd be correct. See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. This bad boy is called the Heretic's Fork. It was a medieval instrument of torture tied around the necks of non-believers so that the point stuck in their neck and chest. Nowadays, Christians are much more civilized. They use something called the Heretic's Spork. Player two, take your pick. Ah, you think you know the attack, huh? I got news for you. Not all attacks are equal. Here's your clue. What's your sign? Oh, you sure better hope it's not dead end. Good luck. Say something to piss you off? You just picked up your toys and left! Player one's got it! Player one, you cleaned up, which isn't saying much when you're playing against someone with a personality of waxy build-up. Player two, next time you want to play against player one, remind yourself.
You don't know Jack! That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little pat on the back. And Raul, are we doing another one of these?
I must be splashing water when I was...
Player one, you are number one on the high scoreboard, which makes you the ruler of the You Don't Know Jack Kingdom. It gives you the privilege of taxing or beheading players 2 and 3. But you may want to hold off the beheading so you can play another game. Let me know what you want to do. Your
no more shaking, no milking, no painful twisting.
Sounds great, but how does it work?
Here, let me show you.
Oh.
It's that easy.
Thanks, Dan.
My pleasure. Say, is that your shield? Or are you just happy to see me?
It's big, it's hot. Why doesn't it kill us all? Learn about the sun tonight.